Hi, I'm Mundo, your one and only Mana World, and you're watching the CUTV Mailbag. First off, I want to thank our Facebook audience for helping me out. We had like one, maybe two questions, uh, which wasn't really enough for a good mailbag, so I just said, hey, help me out, post some questions, and you guys did. So thanks a lot for that. First question then comes from Carthago 2000, and he asks, "Do you think Lego Zelda would be a good idea?" Um, Depends if you're talking about Zelda Lego, like Zelda Lego miniatures. Um, then absolutely, I would love that. I played a lot with Lego as a kid, and I remember I had a I built a tower, kind of like Ganon's castle in Ocarina of Time, and I built it like on top of a castle, and then I sort of installed a trapdoor so you could lower it down into the castle, so it could kind of collapse like in Ocarina of Time, where it collapse just means like slowly sinking into the ground. Um, anyway, that was awesome, I thought, and I mean, if there would have been actual Lego Zelda, um, that would have been great. And I think like even today, a lot of kids would be ecstatic about being able to play, you know, Zelda with Lego and build all these like crazy things. I mean, imagine the kind of things like with Zelda you can build like all these Lego. I mean, you can build like little dungeons and houses, and you invent your own characters and bosses, and I mean that's what's so great about Lego, right? So I think combining that with Zelda, it's a perfect match, really. On the other hand, if you're talking about a Lego Zelda, like in a Lego Zelda game, like with Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, Batman, I played like I played a few Lego Star Wars games. Eh, I don't know. I didn't really uh, like it. Didn't really um, care for it at all. I know a lot of people do like it though, but for me it's like Zelda really deserves better than those kind of Lego games. Now, get me wrong here. If Nintendo went ahead and made a Zelda game uh, in like the Lego style, it would still be awesome. It would still be Zelda. But if we're talking about another one of these games, then no. Zelda deserves better than that. Our second question comes from Patrick, and he asks, "Do you think Skyward Sword deserves such a low price for the value that the game disc pumps out? 80 hours of gameplay." Before I answer your question, I want to just say two quick things. First off, let's not say 80 hours because everyone's not playing it for that long. I think I had maybe 50 hours on my save file, but let's just say a good amount of content. I mean, that's fair. Uh, Second, I'm European. I paid like 60 euros for Skyward Sword, which is like 85 US dollars. So I might be a little bit biased in my opinion, but I think that video games are too expensive. um, I mean, that being said though, I had no problem paying that amount for Skyward Sword. Just like I had no problem paying that money for Mario Galaxy. The reason for that is that those games, they're quality games. I know I'm going to enjoy them a lot. I know they have a lot of replay value. I can totally spend that money. But the framing of your question makes it seem like you think the price is too low. Skyward Sword is too cheap. And I really have to disagree with that. I think that, just like I think lowering the price tag isn't needed, it's always a good thing to lower the price tag. Because, I mean, if I was Nintendo, okay, and I made Zelda games, and I had a lot of money, no shortage of money, okay, Nintendo's pretty rich, I would rather sell Skyward Sword for like 20 bucks. And you might say, oh, that's really low. Yes, it is. But to me, I think it would be more important to let even more players experience and enjoy my games than to maximize my own profits. The next question comes from Willem, and he asks, what Zelda character do you think should be added to the new Smash Bros. Roster? Okay, since you said adding, I'm not gonna list the characters that we've already seen in Smash, but I will say real quick that Ganondorf needs his own moveset. Now, first off, it's a no-brainer, Girahim. I love Girahim. He's like tied with Ganondorf for my favorite Zelda character of all time. He has a sword and he has a lot of attacks in Skyward Sword, so it would be really easy to fit him in there. Like I said, no-brainer. Another character that I would really like to see, and I think a lot of people would like to see, is Vaati. Vaati hasn't had any moment in the spotlight since the Minish Cap, which is a long time ago. I think it's almost it's almost 10 years since we last saw Vaati, which is a shame because he's an awesome character, and a lot of fans want to see him in a new Zelda game as the main villain. I'm one of those people, and I think he would also make a great character in Smash Bros. Now, as a character, I imagine Vaati to be like Mewtwo-esque, in that he would have a lot of psychic attacks and he would have spells, not a lot of physical fighting going on. And he would be purple too. So for all those people that misses Mewtwo, Vaati. However, the most interesting character for me, I think, would be Majora's Mask Link. Now, this character would be a Pokemon trainer kind of character. Like, you would have essentially Young Link from Melee, and then you would press, down B, and you would switch to Deku Link, and then you could switch to Goron Link and Sora Link. I think that would, first off, it's a 3-in-1 character, or 4-in-1 if you include Young Link. Optional, I guess, right? Doesn't matter. Either way, it would be awesome. But also, it would really show, the different races of Hyrule, the Gorons and the Soras and the Deku that we all like, but maybe they wouldn't really have their own character in Smash because there are not that many important characters of those tribes. Not compared to like Link and Zelda and Ganondorf and those people. But Majora's Mask Link, could definitely see that working out, and I think it would be really cool. Honorable mention would also go to Midnight Wolf Link. Brian asks, do you think Zelda games should return to a Link to the Past style? Being the project manager and lead game designer for CU's own fan game, Timeless Haven, I think it's fair to say that yes, I'm all in favor of old school Zelda. Now, while Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, they both did a good job at capturing that you know, the 2D gameplay of the past. I would really like to see Nintendo go all out, like with sprites and everything. Four Swords Adventures, I think, is a great example of how to make a modern retro game. That being said, though, I think that should only apply to handheld games. And why do I say that? Well, I say that because, I mean, after having played Skyward Sword, it's obvious that we need to have the 3D Zelda games with motion controls. Because it is so much more intuitive than anything else in the Zelda series. So, I would say for, you know, Wii U, keep the motion controls 3D Zelda. And for the handheld games, go all out. Make a Link to the Past Minish Cap style Zelda game. The option, you could do something else. I mean, you could, on the Wii U, make a Four Swords game. You know, if you have 4 tablets and you have a Four Swords Zelda, you all have your own little screen, and that would be awesome. And it would, you know, it would be a lot easier to play than, you know, finding 4 Game Boy Advances and hooking them up and all that bothersome stuff. Me and Humulos actually talked about this like a year ago in one of our podcasts, so if you want to hear more about our thoughts for a Four Swords Wii U game, I'll put the link below. Our final question comes from Thomas, and he asks, do you think they'll change the adult Link's design in the next 3D Zelda? Maybe something much more similar to A Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time Link? I'd actually like to see Skyward Sword's Link design for the next Zelda game. When I say Skyward Sword's Link design, I mean this, not this. Okay, this is Twilight Princess design with cartoonier graphics. Okay, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking here. These two, they look nothing alike. Nothing alike. So yeah, that, please. That's everything for this week's Mailbag, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Mamer Mundo, your one and only man of world. Over and out. Our final question this week's... that bike is really loud. We'll wait that one out. I would maybe sell Skyward Sword for like $20. And you said, that's ridiculously low. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's a low price. What the hell do you want? Get out. No. Yeah. That was good. That was like quick, dirty, easy.